Usher baby.
I'm. It's very rare that I have something bad to say about Usher.
All right, so let me start.
Okay.
I'm gonna start towards the end, and then I'll come back.
Okay.
So I'm glad
Yep.
that I know how R&B niggas give it up,
Yep.
and I'm glad that I was listening to this and not watching most of this. I did like some watching, some listening, some watching, some listening, but at one point I was listening and walking, and the phone was in my pocket, and I was enjoying listening, and I heard the crowd react very strongly.
I know exactly what you're
I was
talking
like,
about.
what's going on here? Let me take out my phone. Maybe he got a special guest. And he did have a special guest. His shirtless body. I was like, all right. Get it, man. Listen. I'm not mad at all at Usher performing shirtless. If my body looked like Usher's, I might pod shirtless. You know what I'm saying? I might just show up like, all right, I got a wife beater on. That's all I got for y'all. I said, sorry, I don't even own shirts anymore. You know what I'm saying? I was all right, Usher. Let him know, son.
And what was he doing in that moment? Was he standing up?
He was singing Glue.
But was he standing up?
Is this a trick question?
No.
Oh, he was standing, yeah.
Oh, so you didn't.
And I just saw the shirtless was like, all right, cool, and put it back in my pocket.
So you didn't see the part where he got on the floor and basically did the Magic Mike move that I came on here and said I didn't like to see white men do.
I did not see that. That's funny.
He definitely did that.
But I did see him dancing a lot because I watched the first maybe 15 or 20 minutes of it and I saw him doing lots of dancing and killing it. So when he took the one side off of the headset. Usher is always great.
Yep.
This was a great reminder that Usher is great. And now I don't feel like I need to go to Vegas.
Nah, I still want to go to Vegas.
That's cool for you.
I still want to
But I don't feel like I need to go to Vegas. I never was going to be able to afford Vegas.
You didn't get the Vegas show, though.
Oh, definitely not. But I'm cool with what I got.
Okay.
I feel like, oh, this was good right here. I'm satiated. I'm not bursting. I'm so full. But I'm like, oh, I guess I gotta lay down. But I'm like, oh, okay, that was good enough.
I was satiated.
For me.
I could be satiated again.
All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here. This is our pod, and we'll be back in 2 weeks.
Satiate me.
Yikes. So, I thought he did a good job. He sounded good. I thought his flex, I never say anything about the dancing because I feel like some people are great dancers and they work hard to maintain that with choreographers and trainers and stuff. So him, Chris Brown, Marion, Neo, all of those people who do the dancing stuff, even though a lot of people don't put Neo in that category, I feel like he's been working to become part of that category. I never critique anything about the dancing, especially because I'm in the club doing the same old two-step. I can't do none of that shit they could do. I don't aspire to do any of the shit they could do. Everybody said that when we did our Magic Mike review.
Yes.
Channing Tatum will beat me on the dance floor any day. I wouldn't even challenge him. But I thought Usher's flex was the way he was able to adapt and change his pitch. And at one point, he even said it. He's like, "You heard how low my voice got?
Yeah.
This is like alto right here." And I was like, "All right, Usher, you flex on him." I was not mad at all when he flexed on him. And he sounded great performing Glue. Oh, he sounded great performing Glue. I could totally hear Glue being added to like his set list from now on. I was very happy to hear him sing and curse during Bad Habits. I really like Bad Habits. I don't know if it'll be on the next Usher project. I hope it is. But that's my shit. I was very happy to hear him sing it. I did not expect him to. And he cursed, unlike some of the streaming sites. They don't have it with the curses. Yeah, I don't have anything bad to say. I did think some of his choices, much like what you said about Drake, I thought the sequence was a little weird. I think with Usher, you could see it was more intentional. It was more planned.
Right.
That like, we're trying to take you on a journey, and it felt like, oh, you're taking us all over the place to kind of flex.
Yeah.
I think that was the intention, and I think that came across very clear with Usher. And he did not need to say, Yo, y'all know how long I've been around? Yo, y'all know how long I've been doing this?
No.
My first album came out in. He just was like, all right, I've been here for a while. Let me show y'all what I can do.
The most he said was, how many of y'all, how many, he was like, well, this is how we, this, he said something like, this is how we're going to see
who's been around.
Who's been around, and then,
But that was a weird moment because after all of that, he performed Daddy's Home. And I was like, why you asking niggas about...
I was confused about
why'd you ask niggas about My Way and all this other shit?
And 8701 and Confessions.
And then go to Daddy's Home.
Yeah, that was odd to me.
That was weird.
That I noticed that, and I was like, Daddy's Home? I mean, cool. I like Daddy's Home.
It was just weird that you went through that whole thing for that. But besides that, I ain't got shit bad to say. Usher was great. He was killing it.
Usher's always great. Usher, I said this when we talked about Glue, that Usher stays true to who he is.
Yep.
Stays true to what he does.
Yep.
And I'm going to respect that every time. I have nothing bad to say. Other than, yes, the Daddy's Home thing was a little bit strange. But I was enjoying myself.
Well, your boy didn't make it from Tiny Desk.
Who?
What's his name?
Eric
Superstar.
Eric Bellinger?
That's him?
Yeah. What do you mean he didn't make it?
He wasn't the backup singer this time.
Oh, no. I'm sure he's busy making music with someone else at the moment. But yeah, no, I thought he was incredible. Like I said, I think he stayed true to who he is and what he does. He had the band behind him.
And he made sure to let the people know, give the band props because they've been killing it for the whole hour or whatever I've been up here.
Which I enjoyed.
Always appreciate that.
I enjoyed that because I feel like that's a very seasoned artist thing to do.
Yep.
I remember, I always talk about watching concerts back in the day, and I feel like that was always something that was kind of cool when an artist would make sure they acknowledge the band and their dancers and their background singers. And I don't know, I mean, I guess I don't go to enough shows at this point to know if that's still happening, but I do appreciate when I see it. So
every artist doesn't do it. It's like you said, seasoned or people who truly appreciate and vibe with their band. Yeah. I remember the first time I ever saw Lupe Fiasco at Irving Plaza. He did this whole thing of just for the next 5 minutes, we're just going to appreciate the band. Yeah. And each band member, he let them rock out for a whole minute. He's like, okay, nobody else make any noise. Drums, go crazy. He was literally like, all right, okay, that's your minute. Okay, now you. And
yeah, I love
this
that.
Is super fly.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Agreed.
So Usher killed it.
I was surprised Usher didn't bring out any guests, honest. He did the whole shit by himself. Oh, did he bring?
City
sorry.
Girls.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Which?
Yeah, he did.
Young Miami. Well, I guess both of them look like Xena Warrior Princess. Just. You remember Xena Warrior Princess?
Sure do. I used to watch that shit.
I used to accidentally watch it. It was not the show I was actually watching.
You was watching Hercules? Because they used to come on back to back a lot.
Nah, then it was whatever came on after Xena. I would turn to that channel early, and I would end up watching the last 10 minutes of Xena. And then I would be mildly intrigued, and so sometimes I'd be flipping through the channels.
Xena was hot.
I'd land on Xena, and
she was this powerful, sexy. I was like, oh, I was young. I was like, all right, yeah, Xena, I see you. I don't know what Xena looked like today, but back then it was like, all right, Xena,
Now that I'm picturing Xena, I think Xena's probably still working, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, I don't
know. Her face, I can picture her. Doesn't matter. So they look like Xena Warrior Princess, and neither here nor there.
It was nice to see City Girls together.
Yes,
because there's been a lot of stuff going on, and there have been a lot of rumors that they are no longer going to be seen together. They are no longer a group, etc. And so, yes, it was nice to see them together. But he's got all these records with Little John and Usher. I mean,
they didn't need
he
to
is
be
Usher with Little John and Ludacris and all these other people. He did songs that had rappers on them, and he did his parts. He did the Wale Matrimony song. He did another song with Jeezy or two. Yeah, great record. Yeah. I thought some of those people would come out, but they didn't. Same thing like J. Cole, he did some feature records. I thought, oh, he's gonna bring out the features. He didn't. Yo, hold on.
Oh.